may be a tough choice to choose between the iPhones 13 mini, 13, 13 Pro, and Pro Max, right? But I do have other videos here on the channel to help you with this decision, and in today's video, I'm gonna share 5 things that I love the most about my iPhone 13 Pro Max. But before we get started with the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of videos and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. So starting off, I have to say, display. The iPhone 13 Pro Max has a 6.7-inch display. It has more display area due to the smaller notch, and of course, it has ProMotion, which is the 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate that varies depending on what you're working on. So it ramps up when you need more graphics performance, and it ramps down when you don't. One great thing about it is that it gives you a fluid experience when using your iPhone, and it saves battery life. Something else I love about the display is that it has great contrast and quality, but I mentioned that ProMotion helps improve battery life, right? So let's talk about this. The number 2 on my list has to be battery life, because the iPhone 13 Pro Max has the best battery ever on an iPhone. It has up to 22 hours of video playback and up to 2.5 more hours of battery life if compared to the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So I don't like to use the word perfect, but it really is. This battery lasts me the whole day. I basically charge it overnight, so when I wake up around 6:30 or 7 a.m., I stop charging my iPhone and I use it throughout the whole day, and I only put it to charge when I go to bed at night around 10 or 11 p.m. Of course, depending on what I do, if I watch a bunch of YouTube videos on that particular day, I may need to charge it a little bit earlier, but the earlier would be like 9 p.m. So it is still pretty good. This is something that I'm obsessed about on my iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I always tell everyone, if you need more battery life, go with a 13 Pro Max because you won't regret it. Number 3, MagSafe. That gives you wireless charging up to 15 watts with Apple's chargers, or with different accessories that use Apple's MagSafe standard, such as the accessories produced by Belkin, for example. But not only charging via MagSafe is great, I do love to use MagSafe accessories, such as Moffat's wallet and stand, which is this one. Not only it allows me to, of course, store my credit cards, but it works as an iPhone stand, either vertically or horizontally. It's just perfect. And it even gives me another option to hold my iPhone. If you're interested in this accessory, I've linked it down below in the description, and this is by far one of my favorite iPhone accessories. Number 4, color. I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer the Pacific blue on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, but I do love the Sierra blue. I think it's chic, it's elegant, it's not that baby blue that I first thought. It has gray undertones, and I simply think it's a great alternative for the silver iPhone if you want to change it up a bit. And last but not least, cameras. I was even wondering if I should mention iOS, but I think that iOS, it's kind of obvious. I do love it, and it's one of the main reasons why I love the iPhone or iPhones, because I do love Apple's ecosystem. But here I'm specifically talking about the iPhone 13 Pro Max, so I'm gonna go with cameras. Overall, the photos are sharp, the quality is great, night mode works really well, and I have to say that macro and cinematic modes are legit. Macro mode gives you the opportunity to be even more creative. The new ultra-wide camera allows you to focus at just 2 centimeters, and it works incredibly well in bright situations. This is definitely not the feature that I use the most, but it's there for when I need it. And I also have another video here on the channel that where I do a camera comparison between the iPhone 13 Pro Max and 12 Pro Max. So I highly recommend that you watch it in case you haven't watched it yet, because I show macro mode for you. And same thing for cinematic mode. This is not the feature that I use the most, but I love having it for when I need it. And depending on what I'm shooting, I love it. I love the way it looks. It gives a more professional look. I don't love to use that word, but it gives a more professional look to an iPhone video. The iPhone can shoot with a shallow depth of field, and it has focused transitions between subjects. And something cool about cinematic mode is that you can change both depth of field and who's in focus or what's in focus in post. So you can shoot everything and worry about editing what's in focus here, what's in focus there later on. I also have another video here on the channel that was shot using cinematic mode, so make sure to watch that video as well in case you haven't seen it yet. And these are the 5 things that I love the most about my iPhone 13 Pro Max. Let me know down below in the comments what you think, and if you have the iPhone 13 Pro Max, let me know what are your favorites, because I would love to know. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.